What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great day. So today we're going to talk about Ruth, and Ruth has a little bit of a secret in case you haven't noticed it. All that and more right after this. Okay, so the story of Ruth basically goes like this, all in a nutshell. If you haven't read the Book of Ruth, I recommend you checking it out, because the Book of Ruth starts off with this big tragedy where men have died and these women are left alone, and one basically departs from the other, or from the group, and then Ruth decides to cling to her mother-in-law, Naomi. Now, by her clinging to her mother-in-law, she says, no, your people are going to be my people, and your God is going to be my God. Now, God notices this, and basically as put his favor on Ruth for doing such a deed as this. So they decide to travel back to Naomi's hometown. I'm trying to hurry up so I can get to the secret part. So as they travel back to Naomi's hometown, they discover that this guy Boaz is their redeemer. Now, what luck is this for Naomi and Ruth, right? Is that they have found this redeemer that could basically restore everything that was lost, because they could potentially lose the land or whatever, everything that Ruth's husband had, at least culturally, from what I understand and in my studies of everything. So it's really important that they find somebody who could take over this estate and this inheritance and also remarry Ruth. Okay, so the qualifications for the Redeemer. First off, number one, this person has to be free, not have a wife. It has to be available, looking for somebody to take in as their own. And then obviously the second one is single. And a third qualification that this person would have to basically live up to is be in the line of redeemers. You couldn't just walk up to anybody and say, hey, my husband died, will you redeem me? This concept of these redeemers were basically put in place to where only certain people that met this criteria could redeem the estate and marry the widow. The fourth qualification is that this person has to be able to pay the price for the ability to redeem this person's estate. So if they didn't have the funds and they couldn't basically take on this estate, or if they have a prior engagement with something else, they couldn't do it, basically. And the last and final qualification for being a redeemer is they have to be willing to pay the price of that redemption. So if we look at the Book of Ruth in its entirety, and I know this is kind of like a quick breakdown of everything, and I apologize if I've missed a lot of highlights, but basically what has gone on is Ruth runs into Boaz. Boaz has found favor. Boaz, in a way, provides for Ruth by letting him basically pick out of his field and help provide for Ruth and her mother-in-law. And because of this, Ruth decides to propose to him, basically, to be redeemed. Now, Boaz has to talk to another individual, therefore finding out that he didn't want to redeem Ruth and her husband's estate because it would mess up his own thing, right? So here's the thing, and here's the secret part, is that if we look at Ruth, it has a lot of similarities as what Christ has done for us. Because not just anybody could redeem us from our sin.